So today's question is, how much hay should your rabbit eat? How much hay should you eat, my little bun bun? Well, they say what's recommended is about as much hay, a pile of hay, about the size of your bunny. So if you're going to own a bunny, you have to get a lot of hay. You make sure it's as fresh as possible. Some of these pet stores, their hay is really not so fresh. So you'd probably do better ordering hay online. And what I do is I usually just look at the reviews. You okay there, bud? Yeah, so what I do is I just usually look at the reviews just to be able to tell how fresh the hay is, especially like if you're ordering from Amazon. That'll give you a good indication. So that is the majority of their diet. You can look up food pyramid for rabbits. And now this is organic spring mix, is what my little friend is eating right now. But he also likes leaves of the romaine lettuce. And what you really want to stay away from is the heads of iceberg lettuce. Where do you want? Pet it again? So yeah, iceberg lettuce, it's just very not good for rabbits, not at all. So go for an organic lettuce like romaine or a spring mix. Now the herb section, what I ran out of, which I'm constantly in search of for this bunny. Now a lot of bunnies will eat cilantro, but Mr. Picky here prefers dill, and it's much harder to find. I found him a whole dill plant on some occasions. I'm so excited when I find a fresh dill plant to give him. He just loves that. He goes crazy. And dill has, if you look up dill, I think it helps him feel better. And this is like an older bunny. He's like 12. So he gets tired rather easily. He'll start bopping around. I mean, he walks slow. He isn't fast. He's never been fast. I think he's had arthritis since I got him. I got this rabbit from somebody that a young person that just got tired of him. I have no idea how you get tired of a bunny. They're so sweet. But so the other thing I want to tell you about is that a new rabbit owner wouldn't be aware of is, they might think it's rather strange until they understand what it is. Rabbits actually eat their own poo. And they do this because they can't extract all the nutrients from their food the first time it's digested. So the poos that they eat are like soft, smelly ones, and they look like little miniature grapes, bundles of grapes. They look different than a normal bunny poo would. They call these cecotropes. And every once in a while you might just see a cecotrope laying there all mushy. It's like a larger poop. And that would be a cecotrope that they didn't eat. They eat most of them, but they don't always eat all of them. And clean those up fast. They are yucky, sticky, and smelly. Normal rabbit poop really doesn't smell, but those cecotropes can. So yeah, these are just how their digestive system works. It's perfectly normal for them to eat those little poos. Totally normal. So don't get alarmed if, that's typical bunny behavior. But sometimes they'll get bored of eating the same thing. So for a while there, I was giving him those romaine leaves, and he was so excited about the romaine leaves. And after couple weeks of that, he kind of got, I don't know, I think I got bored with him. So I switched him to spring mix. Then he got all excited over the spring mix. So it's good to change it up a little bit. I know there's some greens. I'd have to get a list, and I'll do that in another video, that just, they can only eat in small amounts. And I want to get you a proper list before I go into all that. So their diet, before you get a rabbit, really their diet, you have to study it, because it's so easy to give them the wrong thing by accident. And their digestive system is so sensitive that you really have to put a lot of effort into learning the do's and the do nots of feeding the bunny. Look at him twisting all around there. Such an avid cleaner. He's always been into grooming himself. I've never had a bunny that groomed himself as much as this one, but he is so soft and clean because all his grooming. He does such a good job, even though he's old. He just likes giving himself the little baths. And so I heard someone talking about bunny pellets, and I will do that in a separate video as well, because that's a whole different subject. So, like I say, look at the pyramid and you'll see that the hay is the most important. Greens, they all should have some greens. And it's good to go in the bunny groups, and sometime, every once in a while, a rabbit owner will run out of food and need help, and I've seen circumstances like that, but you never want to take advantage of that. If it's a true emergency, then, it's nice when we can help a fellow bunny owner out. But, yeah, to see all the crazy antics on Facebook, there's a few different bunny groups, but they have very strict rules. And one of the biggest rules is do not give advice. Even if you see a bunny that's housed in too small of a cage and you want to speak out and tell them, no, that's too small, they get really upset if you give your opinion or any advice on a lot of these bunny groups. It's the only bad thing about them. But if you can hold back and just enjoy the pictures and all the funny things that rabbits do. And then another topic, there's so many topics with bunnies. There really is so much to learn. They say a single bunny will get lonely, but then you try to bond a bunny, and they might not always like the companion that you picked out for them, so then you're stuck with two rabbits that want to kill each other. So, like I said, that's a whole different topic. I've never done the bonding thing. So anything I would tell you would be strictly, what I've read, because I don't have first-hand knowledge of bonding, because I've always only had the rabbits. If you can spend enough time with your bunny, I think it's good for them to have companionship. But then I also think it can be a little dangerous to pair them with dogs and cats. But I see it. I see people doing it. Me personally, I just don't have that trust, because, dog or cat can turn on the bunny, and the bunny doesn't have a whole lot of defenses against a dog or a cat. So, but like I say, some do it, but it's just not, not for me. Yeah, he's just a little bunny. It's nice when you can give them free roam, because the bunnies are like this. When they want the attention, they will come to you. So if they're free roam, they're free to come up to you as they please. And that's how they like their attention. They like to seek you out. Sometimes they don't like it when you try to seek them out. They would rather be the ones to approach you. So you have to remember that about the bunny personality. They come to you on their own terms, because if they're busy eating, if they're busy playing, they don't always want bothered. Especially if they're sleeping, they don't want bothered. So in that way, they're not like super cuddly animals. So I think we'll end this because we're getting up into the 9-minute mark now. I don't want to go over 10 minutes. Say bye to everybody, Voodoo. Bye-bye. See you next time.